So now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have officially been invited to the Media and Press Day for the Blenheim Palace International Horse Trials, which takes place from the 14th to the 17th of September this year. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Blenheim. It hosts competition up to 4-star long level, so it's one of the most elite events within the UK eventing scene, which is why it's very exciting that I get to go behind the scenes about a week before it starts and see what we can expect. Hopefully get a little preview of the cross country, really just get a feel for it. And I'm going to try and bring you along with me so that I can, one, show you what you can expect from Blenheim in 2023, but also show you the behind the scenes of a media day. I don't know what one looks like and I'm going to one, so I thought, if I can, I don't know how much I'm about to film, it's going to be exciting to be able to show you that. Before we dive straight into the media day, there's a tiny bit of housekeeping that I have to do, and I'm going to tell you that if you're watching this vlog within the first day of it coming out, or maybe the first 2, I have a giveaway live over on my Instagram where you can win Blenheim tickets, an exclusive behind the scenes cross-country course walk at Blenheim, and a full outfit from Eco Couture that you can pick up on the day because they have a trades down there. So a pretty cool prize. Head over to my Instagram, which is Flo Carter Eventing, and give that an enter if that sounds like something you want to win. Secondly, if you are thinking of coming to Blenheim this year, come on the Sunday because yours truly is going to be there, which is insane, speaking on their brand new Beyond the Blenheim stage, most likely on an influence panel. So please do come and join us. I'm really looking forward to it, and thank you Blenheim for this incredible opportunity. You've got the exclusive behind the scenes of the media day. We're not walking between the fences. They are treating us to a little car journey, so we've been going around, which has been very nice.
This is where we want to say, right, okay, what we've got coming up for the rest of the course, can't make it any easier at 4AB or the first combination. It's got to be set to the tone of the rest of the course, and hopefully this sets the tone for the rest of the course, as you'll see as we go around. I just wanted to show you, this is not the only testing thing we use for footing, but when we're putting pegs out or trees out or doing the dressing, I'll quite often just grab a peg from the side because it gives you a good indicator of the moisture underneath.
Right, so I am joined here with David Evans, the course designer, and David, I'm going to pick your brains. I've got a couple of questions for you.
That's fine.
So my first question for you is, obviously you've designed 2 tracks here. You've got the 4-star short for the 8 and 9-year-olds, like the talent of tomorrow, and the 4-star long, which is open like more broadly. What are the biggest differences you have to consider when you're building a track for the 8 and 9-year-olds versus for the more experienced horses?
Okay, so the 8 and 9-year-old, the championships, it's a young horse championship. So it is actually quite a difficult thing to do, but where you'd be on a ramp or the edge of where you put in the fence, that you'd try and get them to land on the flat before they go down the hill, but whereas long, you'd want them landing on the crest and then going down, because it's more of a question. And you'll see later on where we come out of the woods, over the bird's nest and out of the woods. If that had been a long question, that would have been on 4 strides, but because it's 8 and 9, it's on 6 strides. Yeah. So that's the difference. It's still got to be a 4-star, but it's only a short format, which is just under 4,000 metres. There's still got to be a few championship questions, but you've got to make it as readable as you can, and just ask those questions. And probably the main difference is the striding in between, or the turn. You know, if you've got a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn, it won't be quite as acute as the long format.
Okay, that's really interesting. And my second question is for people who've obviously come to Blenheim before, it's quite an iconic venue. What can they expect this year that's maybe different from previous years?
On the cross-country course or on the...
Yeah, well, whatever, on the cross-country course, or if there's something else that you...
Well, I think Katrina and Sable Events are modernising the event and making the shopping better, or more shopping, and just there's all sorts of little things going on over the next few years. Now, on the cross-country course, for those that were here last year, there are a few changes, but not as many, because last year I did a huge change. We had a new water jump, we had lots of new fences. So it normally goes in a bit of a cycle. There are fences that will be in the same place as last year, but there'll be different types of fences. Some of the questions that I ask, especially on the long early on, actually the first question is very similar, and then actually it does change a little bit once I think about it. So it's all changed a little bit. Now whether some people would notice that or not, I don't know, but there will be bigger changes next year.
Brilliant, thank you very much for that.
I mean, it just looks so pristine this year. We've actually got green, so that's why we shout at everybody. The long, they come up and come around this way and put the log 4 strides. Some will try and put 5 strides in and have a glance off at the corner, and then it's 4 strides up to the skinny on top, which will have brush in it as well, so I can get maximum. It's all about, even if a fence isn't maximum height, it's about trying to make it look maximum for its placement. Okay, so I have been asked the question, what is the difference between the short and the long sometime, or how do you prepare the 8 and 9 a little bit differently? And I've said, readability, the extra strides, and here's another example of where they've come away from the water. We give them 2 single fences to the canal turn down there. The young class comes round, jumps another one before they do their next combination, which is just a little bit more thinking time, bit of a breather, and get back into a rhythm if they've not had such a good jump through the water.
Would not want to be jumping that. Right, look who I found. I found Alana Clark. We finally met in person, which is very nice.
We've been talking for ages online, and then we ran into each other today, and I was like, oh my god!
It's nice to have a fellow sort of content creator. Everyone here is with brands, and it's very I'm just here, just me. So this is your first time at Blenheim. What do you make of it?
Oh my gosh, it is literally so nice. The palace is incredible. I've never actually been inside anything like that.
It's a pretty cool venue.
The course is just huge. I'm not even talking about the fences, because the fences I would not touch with somebody else's bicycle. Dressage rider through and through. But the course is just absolutely amazing. You can see that David Evans has done and put his absolute heart and soul into building this course, because it looks amazing, and it's not even done yet.
No, he's worked really hard. I'm excited to see it when it's fully dressed and flowers and all of that.
Yeah.
And tell us about what you're going to be doing at Blenheim.
So I will be heading to Blenheim on the Friday the 15th. I'll be standing by the e-glove stand for quite a bit, so if anyone wants to come over and chat, please do. And then I'll also be doing a talk on stage with Ria Freeman at about 1:30, I believe. I'm not sure what she's going to be questioning me on, so I'm a bit
on the spot,
nervous. But hopefully I'll know a bit more about it by the time comes.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for that. And if you're at Blenheim on the Friday, make sure you go and watch Alana. Go and find her by the e-glove stand.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you doing the arena eventing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, after our sneaky cross-country course preview, we headed back to the Blenheim grounds where we got to meet John T. Evans and had a chat to him. He's going to be running the Beyond the Blenheim stable stage alongside Ria. We got to take in the beautiful scenery before stopping for a spot of lunch, and you will see in the next clip we had a very entertaining visitor come and join us during our meal, which was quite funny. They were very, very cute, but I think they were hoping we were going to feed them, and we did not. And then we had a little bit of a tour of the palace. This next room was actually featured in a spin-off of Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte, which was really exciting, and that kind of concluded a very epic media day at Blenheim. So there we have it, a quick little deep dive behind the scenes at Blenheim Palace on the media day ahead of the International Horse Trials, which I am now incredibly excited for. It was so lovely to see the course and actually get the course designer's thoughts and why he'd done things a certain way and how that was different to before, because you wouldn't usually get that. So hopefully if you are going, you've kind of gleaned a bit from that. And then obviously we had a bit of a palace tour as well, which was just incredible. It is the most amazing building, and that lovely fancy sort of dining room was actually used in the Bridgerton spin-off on Netflix, Queen Charlotte. So feeling like I've really got my history fixed today, my eventing fixed today, and my little bit of like pop culture fixed today. So very pleased. And I know I feel like I sound like a stuck record recently, but thank you guys so much for supporting me on this journey, for liking, commenting, subscribing, because without that I wouldn't have had the opportunities like what I had today, and that was just the most amazing opportunity. Obviously I hope that I may see some of you at Blenheim. Do come along on the Sunday, do come and see us on the Beyond the Blenheim stable stage. There's cross country and show jumping action on Sunday, so there is so much to look forward to, and I will of course be vlogging it, so I will see you, well I'll probably see you before then, but I'll definitely see you then. Bye!